Hey everyone, so I wanted to give you a market update as we head into the fall season and just a few tidbits of some things we're noticing in the market right now. So, as we enter the fall season, we have noticed a drastic change in real estate sales. So, we've seen about 20% fewer homes selling this year than there were last year. So, that is a big change compared to year. In general, though, it looks like our average sales price is about the same as what it was last year. Last year at this time, we did see a big market shift where prices started to come down a little bit. But there hasn't been a significant change since then, just about 1% difference from last year. So prices are kind of staying steady. We are seeing a few more price decreases across the board, but in general, prices are staying about where they were last year. If you're interested in knowing what the average sales price is for all the surrounding counties of Indianapolis, I have a graphic in my newsletter that shows Marion County and then all of the surrounding counties, what their average sales price is at this time. Another thing that we've noticed compared to last year is the average number of days on market. So last year it was about 10 days, and this year we're about 15, give or take a few days based on your specific county, but in general, they're all pretty close to about 15 days average on market. Though this is higher than last year, this is actually still historically a very fast pace when you think about the average time that it takes to sell the home. So what does this mean to buyers? Buyers still have some leverage as far as days on market. You have a little more time to look and search for homes. There's a lot less competition right now. You can also have better luck with negotiating as far as asking for closing costs assistance, or even doing like a first rate contingency. We've seen a lot more of those coming around, especially with the interest rate where it's at right now. Just side note, it's currently at 7.75%. So even though that is high for what we're used to over the last several years, it's still historically not very high. But a first rate contingency can give a buyer an opportunity to buy a home if they can tap into the equity of their current home. So if you're a homeowner and you want to move, you can use a first rate contingency. We're seeing those a lot more right now. So there are some opportunities as a buyer. If right now is the time for you to move, we can still make that happen. On the flip side, what this means for sellers, even though sellers probably don't have multiple offers coming in, sellers are still selling at appreciated value. So if you've lived in your home for at least a couple of years, you're still tapping into equity that has happened just from you being there. So it's not even equity that you had to pay for, it's just from you living in the home. So yeah, the houses aren't flying off like they were in the last couple years, but they're still selling, especially the ones that are in great locations and that are updated and taken care of. Those homes are still selling, and they're selling very close to list, if not at list. So it's still a great time to sell as well. So I hope you found this useful. If I could help you with anything, as always, reach out and I'd be happy to help. Thanks, guys.